Hello, I didn't see you there. Of course I did, don't be silly. It's me, the one and only Sombrero Man, and I'm coming out of retirement for this showstopper of a vlog. So let's begin. Vlog number 37.5, square root, factorial infinity symbol. Now, it's been a long time since I've spoken to you, my adoring fan base. You've probably been wondering where I've been. Well, for legal reasons I can't say. Now, in preparation for my triumphant return, I had scoured far and wide to find my big, trusty sombrero, as I knew you wouldn't recognise me without it. But before we go on with this vlog, let's take a moment to reflect. So let me ask, how are you doing today? That sounds great. I'm good too. To find out who rules over you, simply find out who you cannot criticise. Now, if you're familiar with that quote, you might attribute it to the great Enlightenment thinker Voltaire. But it actually appears it originated from this white nationalist guy. You don't need to know his name, it's not important. But that's the internet for you. Fake news, misinformation. Welcome to the internet. Does it interest you in everything all of the time? A little bit of anything all of the time? Is apathy a tragedy? Is boredom a crime? Do you just want anything and everything, a little bit of all of the time? Life doesn't have to be so divisive and serious. We can heal the world with comedy. You know, a Jew walked into a bar and I saved him a seat. That's healing the world with comedy. You don't need to discriminate. Now, I'd like to take this time to give a special shout out to the one and only Hat Man. For he has been like a father to me, the most special type of bond. Wouldn't you agree, Jade? Would you look at the time? I must leave, but before I go, I'm going to leave you one last story. One last story. I know that you'll get something else at the end, so please bear with me. There was this gourmet chef in London. He had a restaurant, Michelin star, and he had the best food in London. He had all the old recipes from millennia ago, but there was this one dish that eluded him called poi. It was amazing. It was the stuff of a legend, but he couldn't find the recipe. It had been buried a long time ago. So he went out because he was obsessed with finding it. He went to Australia, South America, South Africa, everywhere to find it. I won't bore you too much with the details, but he finally found some clues, some details, and he finally found out that there was a small community still making poi to this day in the Himalayas. So once he knew that, he knew exactly where his next destination was to be. He hired camels, donkeys, he hired boats, anything he could to get to the Himalayas as fast as he could. And when he got there to the base of the mountains, he asked and spoke to the local people, the Sherpas. He said, "Can I find poi here?" And they went, "Yes, of course." And they led him up to the small community up the Himalayas. And once he got there, he felt a sudden burst of release and relief, and he got into the restaurant. And the little man came up to him and he said, "Oh, good evening, sir. Please take a seat." And the man said, "Am I able to find the dish poi here? I have trekked far and wide to find it. Please tell me you serve it here." And the little man replied, "Of course, sir. Of course we serve poi. Would you like chicken poi? Steak poi? Shepherd's poi?" I told you to get something out of that story. A little laugh. You're welcome. Sombrero Man out.